Hey folks, just out in the woods down here at my swamp and pond, and thought I'd do a little bit of cooking. It's been hot here, got a break from the heat. It's a nice overcast day, and just spending the day out in the woods, and thought I might do a little Dutch oven cooking if I can get some coals made, and make a little appetizer here, some stuffed jalapenos. Just run a skewer through them, shish kebab thing, and made me a little some pork sticks to stand them on, and roast them by the fire. And I have to turn it around, but I do one side a little while and then the other. And we'll see if we can get some coals made here and cook up some deer meat here. Show you what we got going so far. Got those jalapeno peppers there. Got a few coals made, and put them over here away from the fire, and chunked up a few pieces of deer, and I had olive oil and paprika and seasoned salt and different spices in there, and I'm just browning this up a little bit before I put everything else in there. But hope y'all enjoy this. And this Dutch oven is you know, from a singles perspective, I'm not married, and cooking in a big Dutch oven, you're gonna have a lot of leftovers, and with the fire out, you don't have any way to store it. So this little Dutch oven here is just enough to cook up one meal and not have leftovers. It's a little Camp Chef. I think it was a Lewis and Clark commemorative or something to that effect. But I've never used this, never cooked in a Dutch oven before, and thought I'd get out and try this. Talk to you later. Show you what we got. I cut up some potatoes out of the garden that I dug, and onions, and a couple cloves of garlic and put in there, and diced the tomato up to get the liquid out of it. And we're going to put the lid on it now and let it cook. I'll give y'all a peek at this. It's starting to sprinkle rain. It sure does look good. Hope I get this cooked before it comes a downpour. I'm down here, I'm kind of protected by a big sycamore from just sprinkles. But one thing about this Dutch oven, it doesn't have a little hole in the top tab, so you can use a pot lifter. So you got to use a pliers, or I use these. This is one of the old original Leathermans from the early '90s, but wished it had a hole in it to use a pot lifter. But these pliers work fine. Okay, folks, I want to show you this final little section of this video, and some final thoughts on this. This has been cooking for an hour and a half, and it's done. I tested it, got out the potatoes, it was done. I got out a piece of the deer meat and pulled it apart and ate it. It was tender. Just some thoughts. I don't think this kind of cooking with a Dutch oven is efficient. I used a good bit of wood. Now, it would be better if you had charcoal, but I hadn't made any charcoal to use, so the amount of wood that I burnt, I could have had several meals using a rocket type stove. Using a rocket stove like that chimney, like the briquette starter I use. If you used a StoveTech or a homemade rocket stove, it would have been more efficient and it would have been faster. This Dutch oven cooking would be good if you had spent the night in the woods and had a fire and your coals were ready, and put all your ingredients in and dropped it in a bed of coals, and went off hunting, say from morning till noon, and come back and had a hot meal ready for you. That's how this would work really good. If you're wanting to eat faster, cook a meal up, be done with it. I think a rocket stove, I could have put a pot of boiling water on and boiled the potatoes, in 10 minutes, and I used a frying pan and seared the meat and dropped them in, and added tomato to it, and had it for a rolling boil for a half an hour, and would have been done with this, where this has been sitting for an hour and a half. But different styles of cooking, depending on the situation and what you got. I'm definitely going to be, I've got the materials to build a rocket stove. I'm definitely going to build a rocket stove. One thing is I'm going to get it up off the ground though. This bending over is hard on nobody. If you're over 40 and you've done a lot of hiking and stuff, your knees are pretty well shot, and this stooping's for the young folks. I'm gonna build a rocket stove up waist level and make it easier. I'm gonna have it the height of a countertop, and I'll show you all that whenever I get it done, but it's gonna be a while. I got a lot of projects, but this right here was interesting. It took longer than I thought it would take, and it took more wood, but it's definitely something to have the gear to do it. I can see where a group of hunters or a family would have a bigger pot, and like I said, then had a fire all night in the house or whatever, and had it on the stove, set it on the coals that morning, and be off in the woods hunting or working, out working, and come in at noon for some hot lunch, and it'd be ready for you, or put it on at noon and it'd be ready come dark, supper time in the winter. But for me, and the efficiency of it, I think a rocket stove, like I said, is the way to go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Talk to you later.